Hi everyone and welcome to your practice. So I'm going to guide you through a brief practice which is all about cooling our body down. So it's a really lovely practice to take just before you go to bed, because we're going to do some hip openers as well, which are really lovely before sleep. And it's also a wonderful practice to take in the middle of the day, especially as we're getting into more summer time. And for those of you who know that you have quite a lot of internal heat, and maybe you've been on a walk in the sunshine, and you just want to cool yourself down a little bit, or for any time really that you can feel heat rising, and that can manifest itself in a number of ways. If you know that when you get stressed, you tend to get more frustrated or angry, then this is a really great practice to take just to balance yourself out a little bit and come back to being you. So we're going to start with some pranayama. We're going to start with Nadi Shodhana, which is alternate nostril breathing. So let's just find ourselves in a comfortable seat to begin. As you can see, I'm sitting on a bolster. It's always a good idea to get your pelvis at least in line with your knees when you're sitting comfortably, if not a little bit higher. And you can sit as I am, or you may want to sit on your heels, or you may simply want to sit crossed-shinned. So when you're ready, just seeing if you can sit with a lovely tall spine, and then closing your eyes down. And just beginning to take your attention to at the tip of the nostrils. Your hands can be resting anywhere which makes the arms a non-issue in this practice. So somewhere where you're just not really going to notice the arms. So with the attention at the breath, at the tip of the nostrils, and notice the cooling aspect of the breath. Notice the cool air coming in through your nostrils and then leaving again. And then as you start to tune your attention inwards, noticing your ribs expanding like the wings at the sides of your body. So it's like on every inhale, your rib cage lifts you up ever so slightly. And then as you exhale, you stay lifted but relaxed. Maybe noticing how you can soften across the face, softening across the brow, across the jaw, and then dropping your chin to your chest, blinking your eyes open again, and lifting your gaze. Wonderful. So we're going to take our right hand and we're going to take our index finger and our middle finger in between our eyebrows, and then we're going to take our thumb and our ring finger at the tip of our nostrils. Okay. So your index and your middle finger, applying some gentle pressure in between your eyebrows, and then the thumb and the ring finger at the tip of the nostrils. And let's just take a clearing breath. So both nostrils open, breathe in through both, and breathe out through both. And then close your right nostril, breathe in through your left nostril. 4, 3, 2, 1. Close both and hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your right nostril, breathe out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold both. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, breathe out of your left. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's one round, and we go again. Breathe in left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Close both and hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release right. Breathe out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Close both and hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release left. Breathing out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue in this way. We're going to go for a couple more minutes. So it's in left, out right, in right, out left. And if the count of 4 isn't working for you, you can choose a different number. Maybe you want to extend and count up to 6, or maybe it's a shorter count for you. Just making sure that it's the same. The inhale and the exhale is for the same count. So please continue. And as we take this wonderfully calming practice, this is balancing out the lunar and the solar channels of our body. The left and the right side of the brain just helps to bring everything back into balance. And it also aids with our focus. So we're just going to do another minute, so keep going. In left, out right, in right, out left. Wonderful. Keep going. And then the next time you breathe out of your left nostril, just release your hand back down, eyes closed, and just breathe evenly through both of your nostrils. And then just sitting quietly for a minute, Just noticing, observing. Wonderful. And then when you're ready, just blinking your eyes open. And we're going to come into slightly more restorative version of Baddha Konasana. Okay. So I really recommend that if you have wall space around you, that you come to a wall and you sit with your back against the wall. Okay. And then when you're ready, we're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Now, depending on how your body's feeling, you may want to have your legs in a wider diamond position for a more restorative posture, and that allows the knees to drop a little bit deeper. Or you can bring the soles of the feet slightly further in. If the knees ride all the way up, then it's going to be much more beneficial for you to take the feet further away. Okay, so see what works for you, and then just taking a hold of the ankles. Okay, trying to not ferociously grab onto the feet, remembering that we're focusing on the more yin, the cooling aspects of our practice. So just taking a gentle hold of the ankles, or maybe even the shins, and then we're just going to close the eyes. We're going to inhale, lift your sternum and lift your spine, and then as you exhale, we're going to round the spine forwards and allow the head to drop. Now maybe at this point you want to move the hands onto the feet, but allow the shoulders to drop down the back and the spine is rounded here. Okay. So allowing the shoulders to be heavy and the crown of the head to release towards the floor. And then we're just going to spend a few moments in stillness here. So dropping into the body. Maybe you just want to watch the breath, the rise and the fall of the belly. And if you notice that you've got a particularly busy mind and you've still got remnants of thoughts or worries floating through your mind from the day, then that's okay. Just bring your attention back to the heaviness of the pelvis and the knees dropping out to either side. Just seeing if you can really let the eyelids soften here. So there may be a little bit of fluttering or activity going on behind the eyes, and that's okay. But as best you can, just relax and release the eyebrows and let the eyelids be still. And if you notice that there's any tendency for the shoulders to hike up or for the jaw to tense up, then just give yourself permission to soften here. Just allowing ourselves to recalibrate, to cool down, to restore ourselves. Maybe to let ourselves prepare for a deep sleep and a good rest. So we're just going to take another minute here. So maybe you found a little bit more space and you can let the spine roll down a little bit further, or the knees drop a little bit further out to the sides. wherever you are, just come back to that cooling sensation of the breath at the tip of the nostrils. Just going to do another 30 seconds here. Continue allowing the crown of the head to drop towards the toes. Take your final exhale, and then as you inhale, lifting your spine back up and using the hands to guide the knees together. Wonderful. Okay, so we're going to take legs up against the wall. I highly recommend taking this against a wall space, but you can also take it in the middle of the room if you haven't got a wall space available to you. So I'm going to show you what it's like in the middle of the room. We're going to lie down and the legs are going to come up 90 degrees to our upper body, and our palms rest down by our sides facing up. Okay, so if you do have wall space, you would come side on to the wall, and then you would wriggle yourself close up to the wall so that then you can swing your legs up and you get yourself as close to the wall as you possibly can. And sometimes it takes a few breaths just to get ourselves comfortable here. But just making sure that you're in a position where you can really allow yourself to become supported by the wall. And if you're lying down in the middle of the room, then just let yourself be comfortable here. There can be a soft bend in the knees. And this is a really gentle version of an inversion. So it's got all the benefits of an inversion. We change the direction of the flow of blood. It's a very, very restorative posture. And we're just going to begin a count for the exhale. So taking a breath in through your nose, and then exhale for the count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling and exhaling. 4, 3, 2, 1. Eyelids resting closed, and again breathing in and out. 4, 3, 2, 1. This time breathing in, staying as you are, and breathing out for the count of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Letting yourself be empty of breath, and then breathing in and breathing out for the count of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let yourself get empty, and then breathing in. Final time together like this, breathing out for the count of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Staying here. Really giving yourself permission to get heavy. The ground is supporting your lower back, pelvis. The wall is supporting your legs, your heels. The backs of the hands are supported by the ground. The fingertips are curling in towards the palms. Dropping inwards and staying here for another minute. Allowing yourself to cool. Allowing yourself to be nurtured. Allowing yourself to feel restful. Maybe ready for bed. Just 15 more seconds here. Focusing on your exhale if that's working for you. Wonderful. And then when you're ready, you're going to bend your knees, roll onto one side, take your time, and then lifting yourself back up, and maybe taking yourself straight off to bed. Namaste, everybody. Thank you for your practice.